asteroids, earthquakes, and solar explosions, according to Baba Vanga. It's all coming in the near or far future, so tune in, find out, and let me know which of these predictions you are and aren't looking forward to. First up, we have Baba Vanga's prediction of Oumuamua, an asteroid being sent to Earth by forces that are beyond our world. Baba Vanga made the prediction before her death on August 11th of 1996, which is insane considering the fact that Oumuamua wasn't discovered until October 19th of 2017. Oumuamua is the first interstellar object to be detected passing through our solar system. Interstellar meaning that it originated in a solar system other than our own. It is debated whether or not the object is an asteroid or a meteor, but what is clear to scientists is that this foreign object is huge, 400 meters long, and getting closer to Earth each and every day. Baba Vanga predicts that one day the object will collide with Earth, but not only that, she believes that it was sent by aliens to assess human cells on Earth, which is quite fitting when you take into consideration the English translation of Oumuamua, which means a messenger from afar arriving first. Could this asteroid possibly be the foreshadowing of alien life arriving on our planet? Let me know what you think down below. Next up, we have Baba Vanga's prediction of a lot of major earthquakes happening in 2024, with some taking place in places they generally wouldn't occur. Sound familiar? Just 4 days ago, on Friday, April 5th, New York was hit by a massive earthquake that had a magnitude of 4.8 and caused the Statue of Liberty to shake profusely. It lasted about 30 seconds, and local resident Charita Walcock described the feeling as being like in the center of a drum circle. The last time New York was hit by a large earthquake was in 2011 with a much higher magnitude, albeit of 5.8. What's really strange though is that generally earthquakes occur where two tectonic plates meet, so how the hell did one occur smack dab in the middle of a tectonic plate in New York? I'm not a scientist, so I really have no clue, but what I do know is that Baba Vanga's prediction is looking a lot scarier when you take that fact into perspective. Not only that, but this year alone, just 3 months and a few days in, we've already seen 143 6.0 to 6.9 magnitude earthquakes, 1,580 5.0 to 5.9, and 15,817 4.0 to 4.9 earthquakes. And the Earth is cracking, so not overly promising for the future, if you ask me. Next up, we have Baba Vanga's prediction of Earth's orbit changing, which will lead us to an increase in global climate change and extreme glacial defrosting. This is both new and not new. Why? Well, because we have known for a long time that over time the Earth's orbit does slowly change due to gravitational pulls in the atmosphere that cause the orbit to become either more circular or elliptical, which is basically just a fancy word for oval because the word ovular was already taken. Anyways, the existence of changes within Earth's orbit was discovered in 1989 by scientific expert Jacques Lascar, after Baba Vanga had made her initial prediction. Fast forward to 2024, while the Earth's orbit has barely changed, it has changed, and we are experiencing glacial defrosting at a rate that has never been observed before, which is pretty nerve-wracking, especially when you consider this next point. Baba Vanga predicted the discovery of a frozen virus in Siberia in 2022 that would eventually lead to another global pandemic. In 2022, a group of French scientists discovered, studied, and revived an ancient virus known as the zombie virus that they found buried in a frozen lake in Russia. The virus was discovered as a result of, guessed it, melting ice in the Antarctic region. And after tens of thousands of years of the ancient virus lying dormant, scientists thought it would be a good idea to revive it. Really? Lucky for us, this particular virus only attacks single-celled organisms, but who's to say the next one they find and decide to carelessly reanimate won't lead to the destruction of life as we know it. Say it with me, we do not reanimate things that could kill us. We don't. Well, according to Baba Vanga, did predict that sometime in 2024, Putin's reign over Russia would end after meeting his death at the hands of someone close to him, perhaps someone working on one of his political or military teams. According to Vladimir Putin himself, at this point in time he has already survived 6 separate assassination attempts on his life since 2002. While that may very well be the case, according to Baba Vanga, it is unlikely that he will survive many more. Moving a bit further into the future, we have the prediction that 23 years after Europe becomes Islamic in 2043, the United States of America will reach a major milestone in weapons technology. In 2066, the US will create a weapon called the environmental Destructor that will freeze everything in its path. Whether or not this means that the United States will have created technology that allows them to act like Frozone from The Incredibles, literally causing everything in its path to turn to ice, or if the weapon simply just destroys areas causing their ability to support life to become frozen in time, remains to be seen. Personally, I don't like the sound of either, and again, like most predictions on this list, I really hope she got this one wrong. But this one, however, I really hope she got right, as Baba Vanga has predicted that world hunger will be over by the year 2025, so that's coming up real soon. How? I have no clue whatsoever, but in an incredibly unstable world with an incredibly unstable future, it's nice to hear this kind of thing coming out of the mouth of a woman who has, in the past, predicted the future with over 80% accuracy. While world hunger has gone down significantly since the 1980s, we still have a long way to go in solving the issue worldwide. Increased agricultural productivity and the promotion of sustainable food systems will most likely be integral components in reaching this goal, but if we want it done by 2025, like Baba Vanga predicts, we better act fast. Okay, this next point is pretty positive too. By 2046, Baba Vanga has predicted that organ donations and organ transplant technologies will become so incredibly advanced that they will expand the average lifespan to more than 100 years. Which means that in 2046 and onwards, centennials, people who live to or past 100 years of age, will become the rule rather than the exception. Considering the incredible advancements we have already made in medicine so far, paired with the prediction of a cure for cancer coming out in 2024, I'm incredibly hopeful. Cautious, but hopeful. Again, these treatments will probably cost upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars, so like I said, cautious, but hopeful. Next up, the return of communism, which Baba Vanga has predicted will take place in the year 2076. The arguments both for and against communism are plenty and constantly changing as the definition of communism changes to adapt advancements in technology, human rights policies, military medicine, etc. So honestly, it's hard to tell whether or not this return of communism will fall under any kind of modern day definition of communism, or how it will play out in a world full of automated labor. So I guess all I have to say is that while Baba Vanga did predict the return of communism, we have no way of knowing what that will look like, I think. And finally, to finish off our list today, we have Baba Vanga's prediction of some pretty major solar activity that could have some pretty serious consequences for Earth. The prediction was set for 2023, and it came true in 2023. On December 15th of 2023, it was reported that a NASA telescope had captured the biggest solar flare the world has seen in years. A solar flare that was responsible for temporarily knocking out radio communications across the globe. The solar flare was accompanied by a massive radio burst that caused a full 2 hours of radio interference in the United States and other areas of the world facing the sun at the time of the solar flare. The event went down in history as being one of the largest solar radio events to ever be recorded. So again, it seems Baba Vanga got it right, which makes me very, very, very nervous. But what do you think? Lucky guess, or was the woman seriously onto something? You guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video and aren't feeling too doom and gloom after watching. Think of the 2 positives. As always, I've been your host, Hannah Thompson, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.